Dude, sick. All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Parker. I'm here with Justin Horval from Hell's Headbangers, aka J-Dawg. And dude, this is only like my second time in Cleveland, Ohio, but I want to check out this fest and talk to this guy because he set it up. It's sick as fuck. How excited are you about tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, dude. It's the first one, so hope the turnout's good and everything goes well. You know, hopefully do it annually, you know?
Yeah, man. That's part of the reason coming out is because it's like, dude, like I think what you're doing is really cool. I want to make sure that there's future Dead by Dogs and stuff like that. I think what you're doing is awesome. So as far as like a first question, I want to ask, what do you think as far as like where somebody grew up or, you know, where they're from, how much do you think that colors their tastes in music?
I mean, I don't have too many experiences of other locations, but I'd imagine it's probably more so the people you're around who you got to do. But I suppose environmental things or things that happen in life can maybe, you know, affect that. Like if you're more angry, you might be attracted to more hateful music. You know what I mean? If you got fucking raped by a priest, you know, you might be attracted to like more of the satanic, anti-Christian shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I think it'd be more life events as opposed to just a location. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
That makes sense. I was gonna say, like, kind of the reason why I ask is because I'm from Texas, from Dallas. Rigor Mortis is one of those bands where it's like, I fucking worship Rigor Mortis, you know what I mean? So to me, they're kind of, I mean, I think of the first album that they put out as big as like Hell Awaits or something. But, you know, maybe to the rest of the world, it's kind of like, maybe it doesn't amount to that status. But like being from Texas, I'm like, I rep them super hard. I fucking love Rigor Mortis and shit like that.
I think that's, Rigor Mortis was one of my top, without easily top 20 favorite thrash albums, not top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of guys that like him too, but yeah, obviously it's nowhere near as popular as Slayer or something, so just by default it's not in that status, but I mean, put it this way, I only like the first 3 Slayer records, so if you take the first Rigor Mortis, I like it more than most of Slayer's catalog, from that perspective.
Sure, no, that's a good point, You know? It's kind of funny too, because it's like, you know, I know that they get the attention that they deserve. For example, like I think on the first Toxic Holocaust album, they have, I think the guy's wearing a Rigor Mortis shirt. Yeah, so it's like, I know that they get respect. They don't get talked about as enough as I wish they would, you know?
I think maybe the part of that too is because they were kind of like short-lived. I mean, granted, they did the Freaks and stuff.
They did, yeah.
But they kind of like vanished.
They did. Well, half the band was Gwar, like, you know what I mean? They split up to do Gwar. And then Mike Scosha did, I think it was Ministry, you know, so he kind of did like industrial shit, and it was kind of like one and done as far as, you know, that album being really monumental and whatnot.
So realistically, I mean, the guys then, they both went on to stuff that did get super popular then.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, but it's not as good as.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, as far as my next question, dude, so I got into the channel around like 2022. It was a trip because like when I was first checking out your stuff, I came across your videos and I thought like, man, is this from like 2006? Like I'd had this vibe to where I was like, if I hadn't seen the date when it was posted, I would have assumed that it was OG YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And it's a weird thing where it's like, because I was born in '95, so like I grew up with the internet and watching YouTube evolve and stuff like that. And in the early days of YouTube, it was great. It's kind of weird to compare you to Dax Flame, but he's a YouTuber where it's like, I would watch his videos around 06, 07, or even 05 maybe, and be like, is this guy serious? Like, you know what I mean? And not to say, like, I know you are serious in what you say on the channel. It was hard to pinpoint what I was watching, but it made me want to watch and find out more. Were you aware that what you were doing on YouTube was like vastly different than a lot of other people?
No, because the thing is, I don't really watch YouTube.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't know what anyone else was doing. But if you would have asked me, I would have just assumed that's what people were doing. And then come to find out, I mean, it took maybe about 6 months or so where people were commenting and asking, and then me going on other podcasts, people interviewing me and stuff, like jamming out all badass and stuff.
Right.
It became evident to me that that's not the case. That's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
I just thought that's what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
You know, because I wasn't really watching it because, you know, being as you saw at the warehouse, I'm on this 24/7.
Sure.
And so I generally don't look for like, you know, listen to other people talk about it, I guess. Since I'm around it, I kind of just make up my own mind. Shit comes in, I listen to it. If I like it, I like it. I don't, I don't.
Right.
So,
your opinion isn't like filtered through something, you know?
already got it. Plus, I think maybe because of the way I grew up, like, that was way before YouTube existed.
Right. Because you're 85, right?
Yeah. So when I you either went to shows or you listened to a hard copy and then you made up your mind. So by the time YouTube I even knew it as around, I mean, I'm already I don't know, 20 years old or something.
Right.
I already kind of in my mind, that's how you checked out music.
Sure.
You didn't really listen to another person talk about it.
Sure.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, he obviously had influenced people like guys who grew up around that were older than me.
Yeah.
That you'd hear them, hey, maybe check this out or talk about it, and that influenced you to go check something out.
Right.
But now I didn't listen. Like, to me, it wouldn't have crossed my mind to listen to somebody on a channel, a complete stranger, talk about something.
Yeah.
That wasn't my generation. But I understand that that's the way things are now.
Right.
But that just wasn't my generation. I think that's why.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, I feel pretty lucky because growing up in Dallas, there was a place called Hit Records. And funny enough, they didn't have any vinyl. It was just CDs. But the guy had basically everything that you could ever want for extreme metal. Because I got into metal like 07, 08. And man, like when I went into Hit Records, I mean, dude, it was like, to put things into perspective, one of the first albums up there was Waco Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, who the fuck puts Waco Jesus in the front of their fucking record store? You know what I mean? So it was a culture shock. And the guy running it, he was this creepy guy named Ron. Anybody from Dallas might know about Hit Records and, you know, the past about that. But, I mean, it really did, like, culture shock me. And it made me going from, like, you know, the big thrash bands, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, to extreme shit. And it's like, I'm very thankful for that. And I would imagine that Hells is very similar for people that are from the Midwest. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Waco Jesus, dude. I have the Destruction of Commercial Scum, the original CD that first came out, and it's signed by all the guys. They played Maryland Death Fest in, 2001?
Okay.
And I'm signed on. That's what's cool about it. It's signed by even the original drummer, Nick Knoll.
Okay.
And he's dead.
Damn. Do you know how he died?
Drug overdose.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Shit happens. That sucks. That's really, really, really shitty. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I don't want to take up all your time. I was going to say, this is kind of like the last question that I wanted to end it with. But, dude, this is total hypothetical. If I somehow ended up as a successful director and I hit you up to do an action movie as a, like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of character, would you say yes?
Well, in all honesty, because my time is limited and stuff, and but I'm just honest. I'm not going to sit there and give you bullshit answers. Depends on how much you're offered.
Yeah, no, and I get that. Like, it's like one of those things, like if I had like a production crew to pay you and stuff, but when I imagine like making a movie, I would want people to not necessarily like have any acting experience. It would make your job easier to be like, well, I'm just like Justin Horval. I just watched with my girlfriend, we just watched for the first time Demolition Man, with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone.
And that the year it came out.
Dude, that's a fucking sick movie.
Right, yeah. I always say that society of today is turning into a Demolition Man society. Just pussy fucking fight is absolute maximum.
And it's funny that you say that the cars that they drive look like Teslas. You know what I mean? It was very on point as far as predicting what the future would end up looking like. One thing that I will also mention is it's funny, like such as the things that you say, there's kind of these dogisms. I catch myself saying shit that you say like in everyday life. Pussification of the nation, like gun to the dick, I'd have to pick,
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
people told me that, but no, I didn't. I mean, I'm aware of it now because people said that. Like, to say it, but no, I wasn't intentional. Like, I didn't know that was going to be a thing. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's what's cool about whenever you do something original. You're not exactly sure what's the after effect of what's going to happen. And I'm just saying that what you do is really cool, and I know a lot of other people think so too. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Well, let's end on this. I was going to say this is J-Dawg's new favorite band, Maldivera. I've sent in a couple paid skis and shit like that. I made it like a goofy ass video about a year ago where I was trying to do like a wrestling promo where I was like, J-Dawg ducked me. And you didn't really duck me or anything like that, but it was part of a bit. And I just want to give you the sticker because it's got our website on there. Jacob, the other guitar player, co-founder of the band, like he worked really hard on that shit. And man, like I think that you didn't really like our stuff recorded, but live, I mean, people say, like we play with Decimus and they say that we sound like atheists. So it's like, if there's ever a future capacity we could be affiliated with Hells, we'd love to do so. Yeah, man. But dude, great interview, and dude, J-Dawg rules. If you haven't checked out his channel, it's fucking awesome. So
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, let's hope the audio worked.
Yeah, you didn't get fucked like I do. I might